Hi fellows, in this video we're gonna replace the shock absorbers on this car with their entire assembly. Let's jump straight into it. First, I'm gonna jack up the car and show you why I wanna do this. So when I push the wheel up with this lever, I can feel lots of playing in the top mount. Now some of you may think that I could just replace the top mount and that will fix my issues, but my shock absorber is also rusty, the spring is rusty and the dust covers are knackered, so I'm gonna replace them all. Now I'm gonna take off the wheel and place the car on a jack stand. Now I'm gonna apply VW40 on all the things we're gonna undo, which are the stabilizer link, the two bolts that keep the shock absorber in the knuckle, a brake fluid pipe, and this ABS sensor. I'm gonna start with this ABS pipe. I'm gonna undo the brake fluid pipe, the bolt that keeps it in place. Okay, so this bolt is stripped. I'll have to use this extractor tool on it. Let's try again now. There you go, it's coming out. One way or another. Now I'm gonna use the impact wrench to undo those two nuts. I'm gonna undo the nuts first, which is gonna be easier to take the bolt out. That's one bolt out. And that's the second bolt out. What I've done here is to put back the two bolts that keeps the bottom of the shock absorber in the knuckle and then jack up the suspension just to get it at the same level as the other side in order to take this stabilizer link out so easily. I'm gonna take those two bolts out again. And here I have three bolts that keeps it in place. So I'm gonna undo those. Only one nut undone, so it can keep it here while I go under and take it off. Okay, I've undone the nut at the top and I'm just gonna slide it out like this. Most important part here, it's a safety part. We need to compress the spring in order to put it here and then assemble the top mount. So to compress the spring, we're gonna use those spring compressors. So I'm gonna go slowly, tightening up those spring compressors a little bit, one by one, so the spring gets compressed evenly. Goes in here, just like this. That edge is gonna sit on this groove. That's it. Now this bit, it goes into the bottom of the bearing. Now this is ready to go in, like this. I'm gonna twist the bearing to get the spring around it in the proper place where it's supposed to be. And then I'm gonna put the top mount on. That's it. Now we're gonna tighten up this nut using a special tool. it has a hole through here in order to fit an Allen key to the middle of that shaft. So we're gonna keep the shaft from moving and tighten up the bolt in the same time. I've decompressed the spring compressors. The spring, it's sitting where it's supposed to be, right next to those notches, both on the top mount and the shock absorber, the bottom of it. Dust cover is in place. Now let's put it on the car. And I'm gonna put one nut in. I didn't tighten up the bolts at the top just yet. I'm just gonna spin this, because it should spin, in order to meet the hole of the knuckle. First one it's in. Okay, second bolt it's in. Need to find another bolt for the brake fluid pipe. Okay, so I found this bolt which is slightly longer, but I think it will do just fine. Let's have a look. That's tightened properly. That's in place. And now this one, the stabilizer link. I have to put the jack under the suspension, jack it up. That's it. Easy peasy now. The only thing now are the bolts at the top, so let's go at the top and tighten those. But we're gonna tie them with the suspension jack like this, so we'll make sure we're gonna tighten the shock absorber properly. Okay, I've tightened those bolts. Now I'm gonna put back those covers. That's in place now. This cover here. I'm gonna put back the wheel and move on the other side to do the same. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more cars fixing videos.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll show people how nice it is. What's the name of it?
That's a Lamboretta.
Lamboretta.
Yeah, obviously they were made in Milan years ago.
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool.
That's the scooter club that we're in.
Nice. She looks good.